Hello everyone, I am Erika of Beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beady broadcast. Today I'm going to show you the first jewels that I have made and also some of my friends, fellow designers made from the Tulip Mania box, the new Beadingschool Academy theme box. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I would like to make sure that everything is all right before I would start showing you all the beauties that we have prepared already. I see Cynthia. Mariana is here. Honey is here. Honey says that she can see me and hear me, so then I'm really glad. Thank you so much for letting me know. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you too. And Facebook user friend, hello. Kota, Corinne, another Facebook user friend. So you can watch today's video from the Beading School Club and also from the Beading School Facebook page. And in case that you are watching from the club, since Facebook groups are closed space on the internet, so they are not open and widely accessible as a page, you might need to still give permission to my broadcasting program to see your name and see your face if you would like to. And then I can greet you personally, like, hi, Katie. Oh, and Katie says it's super hot in Belgium. Indeed, I'm in the Netherlands, just kind of next door to Katie. And there is a drastic change going on. And Lutka is here, and Kiki, Christine, Jennifer, Sarah. Sarah, I see you now. Great. And then someone saying hi. Might be Nicolene maybe, or Marianske, or Annette, or some other Dutch beading friend. Jessica, Katja, Irina, Ariane, Martina is here too. So, ladies, I have for today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jewels that I would like to show you that I have designed, and then I also have some from fellow designers, all coming from the Tulip Mania box. So at the Beading School Academy, every 2 months we are getting inspired by a different theme, and we are building a different new little world, not only on our bead mats, but also we are reading articles, sometimes listening to music, learning about an artist, learning about a culture. So every 2 months it's something different. And for May and June, for the newest theme, I selected Tulip Mania. Well, of course, it's also because I live in the Netherlands, and the Netherlands is famous for its tulips. And one of my absolute favorite things that I like to do in the spring is to go out with my bike and bike between the beautiful tulip fields. But also because of the journey of the tulips that originated several hundred years ago in Turkey. The flowers come originally from Turkey. And when I was selecting the components and I was designing the first jewels, then I was also thinking about some of the most beautiful buildings that I have seen when I was visiting Istanbul a couple of years ago, the Turkish capital, the Topkapi Palace with its harem, but also, for example, a Turkish Rococo well that I loved very much. So all the golden tints and all the flowery details, they come to you this month, not only because of the tulips themselves, but also because of these typical details in the style of the Topkapi Valleys, for example. But I will tell you more about all of this when we open up the different articles in the virtual classroom of the Beadingschool Academy. Together with Zuzi and Veronka, we are already preparing lots and lots of interesting things for you. If there is still someone who is not a student of the Beadingschool Academy yet, then before I would start showing the jewels that we have made from the newest components, then I would like to mention that at the moment we do have some free spots available. They are scarce and usually they go fast. At the moment you can sign up to be a fuchsia or a turquoise level or a yellow level Beadingschool Academy student too. You can learn more about it at beadingschoolacademy.com. In the meanwhile, also Liv joined us and Ajmal, and Sherry says, I'm so excited to see what the new theme brings us. I'm very excited to show you all. And Erika is here. Sarah says her box is traveling at the moment, and Malka is here. And Katy says, a couple of days ago, I saw a picture from Amsterdam of cute tulip chairs in the street. That sounds interesting, Katy. Just recently, by the way, the streets of Amsterdam were blooming with tulips, as a couple of years ago, an artist decided that every Amsterdamer deserves a tulip. So she is placing about 1 million tulips all over the streets of Amsterdam in huge flower pots, because there are nearly 1 million inhabitants in Amsterdam. So 1 tulip for everyone. Later, I will also show pictures about those huge flower pots on the streets of Amsterdam. And Manuela is here, and Antoinette. Kiki could pick up her box before she could go on vacation. That's wonderful. And thank you, Katy, for searching for the picture. So these 2 months, we are playing with purple, pink, but also lots of golden tones and magical iris tones of seed beads and components. And let's see which are the first jewels that we have created from them. I will switch to my hand camera. And I will show you everything here. So the first jewel you have actually already seen, because that's the one that is also on the cover of the theme box. So if you have seen it, or if you have received it, like Erika did today, then you have seen it already. So this pendant, this is the first jewel that I have created. It is a Bezel Cabochon. There is a Bezel Cabochon inside in rose opal color. That is one of my favorite pink tones. And later I decorated, after bezeling the cabochon, I decorated it with 3 layers, actually 2 layers of petal-shaped beads and 1 layer of diabolo beads to keep everything nice and sturdy. So the trick here, with every theme, I would not only like to bring you nice components to play here, like now we are focusing on petal-shaped and flower-shaped components, but also new tricks that you can learn and you can also apply in the future in your own creation. So what I would love to teach you with this first pendant is that I would like to show you how you can create layers with your beads and how you can keep everything nice and sturdy. The trick here is the perfect placement of the petals. So, for example, it is a bit tricky to keep this rose petal shaped, the purple petals. That's what I'm talking about. So the rose petal shaped beads, it's a bit tricky to keep them fixed where we want to because they have only one hole. So whenever we have a bead that is a bit bigger and has only one hole, it can be tricky to fix it. But since the daggers, the 2-hole dagger beads, are creating just a slight shape of a bow, as you can see, they are just slightly facing upward. They are keeping the rose petals sturdy. And the effect, what I wanted to create with this pendant, also with the Diabolo beads here, they are shaped like little kind of barrels, but instead of having a thicker middle, they have a thinner middle and a wider top and bottom. So when I'm looking at this pendant from the top, then it kind of reminds me when I am looking into a flower, like a very rich multi-petal, multi-layered tulip, for example. And afterwards, I added a little peyote bale with only a simple rhinestone attached to it. So this will be the first signature jewel coming from the box, and the tutorial will be included in the memberships of all our yellow, turquoise, and fuchsia level Beadingschool Academy students. And Susan joined us in the meanwhile, and Petra. Susan likes this. I'm really happy, Susan. Thank you so much. And Belinda is here. Cynthia, Facebook user friend. Zuzi just returned from kindergarten. And Donna is here too. So this is the first jewel that we are going to create together. It is going to be a little bit tricky, but I did my best to draw the tutorial broken down in little steps, and I'm always there to answer your questions in the Beading School Club if you will have any. So let's go further. The next jewel that I would like to show you, it's actually not only one jewel, but a set of jewels, and we are going to bead it together this upcoming Friday, so no one has to bead alone. So this is the earring and all the components except the earring hook come from the Tulip Mania box. There are earrings, of course, included in your boxes, but I used them up for something else, so I had to choose a different one. So we are going to create this, I would say this is shaped like an eye with a rhinestone in the middle, and it really reminds me of some of this, the shape of this motif. It really reminds me of patterns on wallpapers, actually, or wall paintings that I have seen in Turkey. Very rich, flowery, very ornamental wall decorations. And by creating this parts from the fire polished beads and some seed beads in between, the whole motif is airy and light, and it will be perfect for the upcoming summer months. I paired the motif itself with a square stitch bezeled 8mm chaton. The chaton is also included in your box, And I hope that by now you got really comfortable with square stitch bezels and you got to learn to love them as much as I do. The little flower here, it also comes in the boxes. I'm not 100% sure now if it also comes in the turquoise. You will find just after today's broadcast, I will open up the virtual classroom of the Beadingschool Academy. That is your tool to navigate everything that you can access, the tutorial, material lists, article, all the events that we organize for you, including the storytelling night that's coming again, of course, at the end of our team. You will find all the information and links and lists in the virtual classroom. So after today's video, I will open up the Tulip Mania part of the virtual classroom so you can also check the list of beads and components that you receive. And I'm quite intrigued by this golden flower. It has 2 layers of petals and a hole in the middle. And here I used it as an additional decoration on top of the earring. However, it can also sit in the middle of a circle of fire polished beads, for example, and it can actually become your focal component too. And what do you think, ladies? I hope you like this little component. Then what do you think? What else can we create with this motif? Until I'm waiting for your answers and ideas, let's see the comments. Katja likes the motif. I'm really glad about it. Robina, hi Robina. She says, oh wow, I'm so glad that it's going to be No One Has to Bid On. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad that you like it, Robina. I think this motif again can offer you lots and lots of possibilities to play with, just like the Victoire last week. Cynthia also likes the earring. And hi Marta. And Ginny says, if we want to make another bracelet, say, Andrea, can we use square stitch instead of peyote? I'm not exactly sure, Ginny, that which tutorial do you have on your mind? I can't recall now an Andrea named design. But if it's something else than these jewels, then would you please be so good to ask it at the end of this video or in the Beading School Club, because for now I would like to focus on these jewels and questions connected to these jewels. Sometimes they are, by the way, interchangeable, peyote and square stitch, but not always. And Aniko is here, and Ariane is here, and Ariane says, it is very cute. A bracelet should be possible too. And indeed, so my bracelet is not finished yet. Thank you, Ginny. I need one more motif, but this is how far I got with it. I have for now 2 square stitch bezel cabochons, and I have 3 motifs, and I attached this tulip-shaped toggle clasp. The tulip-shaped toggle clasp is included in both the turquoise and the fuchsia boxes. In the turquoise, there is 1 set. In the fuchsia, there are 2 sets of this clasp coming for you. And as you can see, I turned the little motif sideways, and this is how it looks when connected into a bracelet. I think it's super cute. Erika also says that this is very pretty. I can imagine it as a bracelet. So here it is. Miriam, hi. Martin also likes it as a bracelet. Robin, at the square part in the center, it would be a connector as well. Absolutely. You could even connect these square parts to each other and create something else. I was thinking of connecting 4 and then actually creating a pendant matching the bracelet and the earrings. So there are lots and lots of possibilities. And Marta is asking for the sizes. The fire polished are 3 millimeters of 3 millimeter size in 2 colors, and the bicons are in the inside 4 and then here 3 millimeter. And by the way, tomorrow we will publish a list of material lists for all the jewels in this first batch that you can make from the Tulip Mania box. So you can prepare mini kits for you to plan which ones would you like to bead, which ones would you like to make as an earring, where would you like to invest more material and make a bracelet. So tomorrow the lists are coming so you can plan well ahead for everything. So this was the second and the third jewel that I have created. And I would also like to show it to you on a picture, on a still picture, so you have a better idea how do they look like. So all of these pictures you will also find in the classroom to help you get ready. And hi, Gunel! So this will be the next jewel, so no one has to bead alone. And then let's see the next one. The next jewel, it is going to be an optional jewel. It's not one of the signatures. And I plan to finish it. I don't have a bail yet, but I plan to finish it as a pendant. In the middle, there is an 18 millimeter big Preciosa Rivoli, one of the nicest components in the box, in the color Crystal Vitrelite. And this time we are not going to bezel with peyote, we are not going to bezel with square stitch, we are going to bezel in a completely different way using sewn rhinestones on the front. So there will be plenty of bling in this little motif. And then we are going to finish it off with seed beads by creating a lace, a very intricate lace on the back. You will also need for this some 4 millimeter Preciosa pearls, little gecko beads for the small petals, and seed beads in different sizes, of course. Cynthia also says this will be a gorgeous pendant. Sherry also finds it pretty, and Ariana, Antoinette is in love. And it's actually so hard to show it to you because the Rivoli, the crystal vitrelite Rivoli, is creating all these mirroring effects. So I would like to share the picture. Maybe you can see it better. So this is how it looks like. In every petal there are 2 Preciosa pearls, and then on top there is a gecko bead sitting, and the 2 Preciosa pearls are framed nicely with a bunch of seed beads. Gecko beads, Marta is asking. I can't remember. Are gecko beads in our boxes? They are, and not in one, but in 2 colors now, if I remember it well. Zuzi, would you be so good to confirm it? It's the 4th jewel. And the 5th jewel that I would like to show you, it is the second signature jewel that you can create from the Tulip box. The tutorial will be included with the fuchsia level memberships. And I hope that you like it. I beaded it as a bit over the top earring, just perfect for summer, along with the extra nugget and with the extra glass drop in metal setting, but of course you can also keep it shorter and just create the motif. And if you would like to, you can also make it into a pendant. So there are lots of possibilities. Miriam indeed says that these are summer earrings. Oh, Zuzi confirmed, yes, white chocolate gecko beads in the turquoise box. Yes. And oh, thank you so much, ladies. I'm really, really happy that you like this. There is a 6mm Preciosa Suwon rhinestone in the middle. We are soon restocking those colors too, if you would like to make this in more colors in the future. And one of our beading friends is asking, when will the beads from this box be available? Over the next few weeks, I can promise that they are coming. We are working hard on it. So already, if you like some of these beads, then already next week, also for another reason, I would really recommend to watch Coffee Time with Erika. Sarah says, beautiful designs, all of them. I have to pause the bead embroidery and make them all. You can even combine this with bead embroidery. You don't have to put aside your ultra sweet and your bead embroidery projects completely. Combinations are absolutely possible and open up even more possibilities. So Zuzi, I remembered well that there is one color of gecko beads coming in all the boxes and an extra color in the fuchsia box, right? Zuzi says this is her favorite. Oh, Gio says my patience is truly being tested. I'm so sorry. Oh. I'm really glad that you like this, ladies. And by the way, if you like smaller earrings, then this is another option. You can bezel one of these small nuggets and just add a glass drop in metal setting at the bottom to match your pendant, for example. And Zuzi says this would also be cool as a bracelet focal. Indeed. I was a bit embarrassed to be such a megalomaniac, and I was afraid to suggest that, but indeed, the size is also great for a bracelet. And all these beads, also the special tulip bud beads, they are also coming in the future in different colors. I will also show you a work in progress project. If you don't mind, it's something that I'm still working on. And then I would like to show you jewels that were made by some of my friends, fellow designers. So this is just the beginning, but I can't stop playing with square stitch bezels. So this is something that I'm also working on at the moment. And Jessica says, I'm really looking forward to see what you do with the two bigger tulip beads. One of the projects from Zuzi actually uses already those big tulip beads. So I will show you one of the possibilities already in a few minutes. And let's start indeed with Zuzi's jewels. The first jewel that I'm going to show you, it's going to be a No One Has to Bead Alone project. And so this this week we are going to bead the earring and bracelet, or earring or bracelet that I have shown you already. And a week after, this is what Susie prepared for you. This time we will also include some 2-hole daggers. So that will be new on a No One Has to Bead Alone session, and it's called the Stella pendant. We will start with an 8mm chaton, and then add some daggers and seed beads and 3mm Preciosa bicone beads. And I love Susie's pendant, and I think it will be perfect also for summer, even if Marta says that it feels like Christmas. And Susie here included the silk ribbon that also comes in your box, just with a little bit of green accent. Since tulips don't only have flowers, they also have stems. So every here and there, we need a little bit of green to remind us of that. So this is one of the jewels that we can bead also together. And actually, the next jewel that I'm going to show you, before anyone would say anything, the original pair, I already told Susie that I am buying the pair of jewels from her. I'm not 100% sure that I will be able to bead mine own, but it's reserved. No one says anything. The earrings are mine. So this is it. And this is made with the big tulips that Jessica was asking about. And Susie created leaves for the tulips with the small 5 times 10mm navets in a metal setting. And the extra that she added here are the 8 times 32mm glass drops in metal settings. But of course, you can create this little cute motif without a glass drop or with any of the extra components that are included in your Tulip Mania box. I always want to make sure that you have lots of options when you are creating, even if we are getting inspired by the same theme. So I like to include lots of different things that you can hang at the bottom of your motifs to make it exactly in your style. So I'm really, really happy that you like this. Yeah, Robina says, you know you have a winner when you are claiming them first. Sorry, I had a head start today. I love sharing, but this is too beautiful. These indeed look like real tulips. So Susie has the box only for a few days by now, and already she created these 2 very nice designs. And I also have another fellow designer's pictures here. Or Anita Schachman, a fellow beader from the club. We actually met up recently on Saturday for a coffee and a juice and, of course, some nice time together. And Niti didn't have yet the box, but I was a good girl. I was sharing some of my components with her, or she was using the same components in a different colors if they were already in her stash. And she was also designing some nice motifs from the tulip box already. And one of them at least for sure, will actually become a tutorial. So this is a very, very cute earring that Niti created. She added the bezeled navet and the rhinestone on top of the component. She actually created two different versions of it. The tulip originally comes with this stem, but you can either use the stem together with the tulip or detach the stem and use it, for example, as a connector. So it's up to you. And here is Niti's long version with only a rhinestone, or the short version with a rhinestone and a navet. And then I think these are super cute indeed and such a good idea. But like, brace yourself, ladies, for the next ones and sit down if you are not sitting. Oh, okay, here are the two tulips together. Look at this. This is the one that will for sure come as a tutorial from Niti. And this is the pendant that she made is now in a different color, but everything that you need for this is included in the Tulip Mania box. The 4mm rhinestone in the middle, the 6mm rhinestones, the 2-hole 6mm cabochons, the storm duos, the 3mm Preciosa bicon beads, everything is included. And I think with this pendant, Niti really caught the essence of that style that you see inside the Topkapi Palace, for example. And the blooming little tulips that you can see formed from two storm duo beads. Miriam says, I can imagine this cute element on embroidery. Very, very pretty. Indeed, on embroidery, as a pendant, on a brooch, on a filigree. Katja says, I have to bead them all. I'm totally in love with the theme. I'm so happy that you like it, Katja. So this is coming as a tutorial for sure. And I can't wait to bead it also. And there is one more, which I also really like. And here, Niti used the 12mm cushion cut from Preciosa. It comes in violet color, included in the fuchsia boxes, and 4 of the little navets to frame it together also with this beautiful 4mm round pearls. And indeed, as Ginny says, takes my breath away. I think these are beautiful, and Niti really caught the essence of the Tulip Mania team, creating beautiful, unique pieces. So Sherry says, I must make them all. I have the same feeling, and in different colors. Robina says, these boxes tutorials are outstanding. I love your cushion cut stones. I bought some and need to quit hoarding them. Ariana says, I love square motifs. So, ladies, I am very, very happy that you like the designs that we have created for you. I can't wait to see your own versions also playing with different colors or joining the components in different ways, personalizing them with all the extra details. So I can't wait to see them, because I know that you will you will with beautiful jewels, and it's always a pleasure to see them all. Oh, and the Beading friend says, I have enjoyed the previous boxes, but I think the Tulip box will be my favorite. I'm really curious. Katie says I need a 1-year holiday. So, before I would say goodbye, I have a very important task still. Well, just after the video, I will be opening the virtual classroom, so you can already then access the article about what's inside your Tulip Mania box, so you can start planning ahead. And then tomorrow, the material lists of the first jewels are coming. This is, by the way, a sneak peek of how the Tulip Mania part of the virtual classroom will look like. And on Thursday, the first jewel is coming with the layers of the petals, and on Friday, no one has to bead alone. But before I would say goodbye, I would like to choose the winner of our giveaway. Recently, I have been on a little working holiday, and I picked up a little gift for one of you, this special lamp made by one of the artisans of the city. So on Friday, I posted a picture about it, and your task was to write a comment and tell me that where would you like to travel for inspiration. We are now traveling to Turkey, but we visited India, for example, in January and February. There are so many inspiring countries to go to. And I copied all the little lamp is here with me, and I copied, there is something inside, I will show it to you later. So I copied all the comments. There were lots of comments under the picture, and it was super nice to read through them all. I've read them all, and I already am inspired. Also, I saw Scotland, I saw different Asian countries, the Pacific, even Hungary mentioned. So when I copied all the comments, then I got 6 pages of comments. So please type in a number between 1 and 6. The comments are not necessarily in the order how you commented, because I can also arrange them by the most recent, or the or put all comments. So Facebook can arrange them in different order. So Susie says 4, Sarah says 3, Alicia, Erika, Annie say also 4. So let's take the 4th page. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comments on the 4th page. So Jill was the last one to comment for the page, or let's say Lutka. Lutka commented 5. So after Lutka, the first 3 comments, I will take the average number from those first 3 comments after Lutka, and that person will be the winner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comments there. And after Lutka, I see Aniko saying 7. I see Jessica saying 7. You ladies are very much aligned. And then Annie saying 2. That altogether is 16. divided by 3, that's 5.3. So the fifth comment is the winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mette Nielsen, congratulations. Mette would love to travel to Egypt, actually. And she says, I have always been fascinated by Egypt and the pyramids, the patterns on the buildings and carpets, as well as the jewelry like Tutankhamun's time. And Mette, you are right. Egypt is so inspiring. And I'm pretty sure we will be visiting Egypt with our bead mats too. So you are the winner of the Moroccan lamp. It's handmade by an artisan. All the decorations that you can see from metal, they are cut out by hand. There is a little door on one side of it, so you can put in a light. Very important, not a real candle. I bought the same for myself and I tested it to make sure that everything is all right. It is heating up, so don't put in a real candle, but like an electronic tea light, or use it, please, for decoration, not with a real candle. So this is for Mette. And actually, I told you that there is something inside the lamp. And I picked up another little gift, actually, when I was walking around in the bazaars of Marrakesh. And it is a vintage handmade filigree bead. And I would like to gift this to Marianne Epping, who was the first one to write a comment on the giveaway. So I would also like to thank you, Marianne, for your enthusiasm. So the ladies, Mette and Marianne, you will receive the gifts. Not with the Tulip Mania box, because that's already traveling and the gifts are still here with me in Amsterdam, but the box after, so in July. Oh, Marianne is here with us. That's wonderful. By the way, Marianne's comment, I would travel for inspiration to Toscana in the time of the Medici, because the jewelry of this time are wonderful and the colors of Toscana are wonderful. The sun, the blue of the sky, the sandy colors, the green trees, and the red of the vine. So we should also one day visit Toscana on our bead mats, I think. So thank you so much, ladies, for your attention today. I'm looking forward to bead with you on Friday, so no one has to bead alone. I will publish the material list soon. And next Tuesday, make sure to come and watch Coffee Time with Erika again on Tuesday at the same time. As on one hand, many of you were asking if we will have the beads also in the bead shop available, and something should come already next Tuesday, but also because next week on Tuesday I will have a special guest on Coffee Time with Erika. So Vicky Roberts, the editor-in-chief of Bead and Jewelry magazine, is coming to visit us, and you can ask all your questions about Bead and Jewelry magazine and meet Vicky during Coffee Time with Erika. She's super cute and she's super knowledgeable, and the magazine is great. So we will meet Vicky next week on Tuesday. So thank you so much, ladies, for watching today. Now I'm heading to the virtual classroom to open it up for you. Wishing you lots of inspiration. Thank you for coming today. Take care.